Okay, everybody. Dan Fitzpatrick here. The Bulls are gone. Look, here's the question I'll ask you. You can answer on your own time and your own mind. Is this really a market that you want to be long? Do you want to be looking and saying, hey, where's the next level that I should buy whatever it is? It's going down. It's gone down too much. Is this really what you want to do right now? Now, I mentioned some of these, mentioned this concept to Charles Payne on Monday when I was on his show on Fox Business. And that is, this is a time to be lightening up on some of these mega cappers and some of them just ditching them completely. And let's just go through them real quick. This is going to be, and by the way, spoiler alert, I'm not going to tell you to buy anything here. So there's some free time for you if that's all you're looking for. So we can say, yeah, well, the NASDAQ, the Qs here are testing the 50-day moving average. So that's got to be the great time to buy. Well, no, it's not. The 20-day moving average has been holding this, and then it broke that last week, and it hasn't recovered yet. And there's no assurance that we're going to get a rebound here. Maybe we might. Maybe we might get this. Let me just take it all the way through here and say, hey, why don't we make this green? There. Now we get a nice open candle. We're going to get a nice rebound here, and then we're off to victory, right? Well, I don't think so. Tomorrow we have the CPI number, and that'll be fake, just like they always are. Total manipulated data that's always revised later when everybody has forgotten what the original deal was. But maybe we will get this. So is this the time to be buying the market? Well, let's look at the big dogs. Okay, you're going to buy Apple? I was telling people today that this has not even followed this hasn't even followed my best case scenario, which really stunk, which is that Apple could, in fact, rally back a little bit, test the 50-day moving average unsuccessfully, and then fall lower. It hasn't even done that. We'll get this out of here. It hasn't even done this. So Apple, no. Weekly chart, no. This is not the time to buy Apple. Don't even ask me. I'm not going to answer. Microsoft, again, couldn't even follow my best case scenario, which is a rally back above the 50-day moving average, maybe up a little bit for a day or two, but then finally back down. And then that's all she wrote. Couldn't even do that. And so this is a stock too that, when do I buy Microsoft? I don't know. How about when it's zero? When it gets to zero, then that's a pretty low risk time to buy. Obviously, I'm joking. But anything above there, I don't know. This could certainly come down and test the 200. That would be another 8, 9, 10%, depending on where you measure from. So this is another stock. And these are the mega cappers. These are the ones that are holding up the market, not. And then Meta, which has been an outstanding stock, it's bucked the trend on the other, with respect to the other mega caps. But this is now, it's still working. It's still working just fine. But is this a stock that you want to be buying right here? Because I don't think so. Oh, well, it's going to rebound off the 50. Well, guys, it might not. Microsoft didn't. Apple sure didn't. And then how about Google-icious? No, I mean, it's still fine, but would you buy it here? No, it's holding up just fine. But again, it's not continuing to move higher. Amazon, nice earnings pop. Well, now we're getting a post-earnings pop drop. So this is coming down. How about NVIDIA breaking the 50? This had been doing okay, not great. It was kind of one of those things where you're looking at it and you're saying, you know, the way the market's going, everything, I think this is okay. I think this is okay, but I think one of those wheels is getting kind of wobbly. I can feel it. The wheels, I think it's the right front one. It's getting a little bit wobbly. And then boom, the wheel came off the wagon. They report earnings in 14 days on the 23rd. So we'll see what happens then. But the way this is trading now, do you want to buy it here? No, it's going lower. Netflix, no, this isn't going to be the answer to your prayers either. So the bottom line is what I'm saying, and then this is, you think Jake Paul's the problem child? This is the problem child. Upstart Holdings, they got a little AI theme on the financial side, on the lending side. This didn't work too well. And actually, I looked at the earnings. I didn't really think they were that bad at all. I thought they were actually a little bit better than some of the market's expectations. But guess what? The chart disagrees with me. So this dog isn't going to hunt either. What I'm saying is there aren't a lot of stocks that you want to be involved with. On Holdings, this is one of our active trades that I've been kind of hanging in there with for a while through the ups and downs. This was our entry right here. So we'll look at this here and say, and so we're not up, we're barely up 3.5% on this, but it's better than being down 3.5%. So other than On Holding, frankly, I can't think of another stock that I'm really amped about buying or, right here or holding. And I do think you could take a little bit of stock if you're not involved here. I think it's moving higher up into earnings on the 15th. I like energy. All of these are really good. They're working. They're where I want to be, but I just can't find good entries. And I looked at a bunch of stocks today in our training session. I think it went about 90 minutes. It's ridiculous. But I say that in a nice way. But there were just a lot of questions because the market's a little jiggy right now. So anyway, there are stocks that are working. We just need to not just find them. You can do that. Just if you want to know which stocks are working, run a search for new 52-week high. Bam, by definition, it's working. But there, you can thank me for that later. But the real challenge is finding those at the right price to enter. But one thing to keep in mind, I'm just kind of vamping here. With respect to stocks that hit their 52-week high, they have this weird habit of continuing to print 52-week highs. In other words, they have this weird habit of just continuing to move higher. So here's a little tidbit for you. If you're looking for stocks to buy, run a search for any stock that's within 15% of its 52-week high. You start there, and you've got a list of stocks that can give you some good trading candidates. So anyway, that is all I have for you today. Hope you're doing well. You better be doing well, because otherwise you're not going to have a chance to do well tomorrow. All right, I'll see you guys.